Hello fellow gamers, welcome to Azreality Gaming. My name is Dustin, and today we're going to be doing a review of Final Fantasy VII Remake for the PlayStation 4, with special guest Barry, the 40-year-old fanboy gamer.
Hi guys, I'm Barry.
Tell us about yourself, Barry.
Yeah, I'm Barry. I'm the 40-year-old fanboy gamer. I've been playing Final Fantasy VII since I was a baby, and when I was playing the game, it was amazing. I used to play all the time when I was in school, and then my mom's brother Daryl came over, and we used to play together all the time. We beat the Emerald weapon and the Ruby weapon. It was really cool. And then my brother's friend came over and took the controller away and smacked it, and I was really mad.
That must be tragic.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, shall we?
Okay.
First up, let's talk about graphics. The ray tracing is awesome, and the renderings are fantastic in the cutscenes and the gameplay. The textures in the cutscenes just absolutely blew me away. You could even see the pores in their faces and their eyelashes. Including reflections on the weapons and surfaces, I think they really outdid themselves. What do you think, Barry?
Yeah, this was amazing. This is better than real life. It's like I'm in the Matrix the whole time and I can't even tell what reality is, you know? Wow.
Up next, let's talk about the music and sound effects. Really, again, awesome job on this. The music really helps kind of set the mood for different scenes and events that happen. Sometimes it'll fade completely out and then pick back up, kind of like a horror movie in a sense, trying to set the tone for that particular scene and cutscenes. And then also during gameplay footages and other parts of the game when you're walking or clinking around on different objects, your swords are smacking into a metal mechanoid creature. All of these sounds just really strike true as reality, and I've done a really good job on this. I'm quite impressed with this. Another thing I like about it is it's kind of a 3D sound. So as you approach different sources of sound, they become louder, of course, and as you turn away or turn your face the other direction, they fade out. Very cool. What did you think, Barry?
Yeah, it was like I was in my own personal Final Fantasy VII opera concert. It was amazing.
Okay. Let's talk about side quests. Side quests normally are my bane. They always end up being too many in a game, and I always get distracted and can never end up finishing the game because I'm always trying to complete all the silly side quests to get all the cool extra items and such. But in this one, I was actually relatively happy with the amount. They're not extremely difficult or challenging. They're just a lot of fetch quests, or go over here and talk to this person, which I know some people say that those are really dumb and boring, but the time I spent on them really wasn't that much, and it was worth it in the long run, I think.
Yeah, I think they were really cool too. They really help make the game more engaging, and they it adds color to the game. You gotta get that 100%.
That's right, Barry. If you're going for those full challenges, you gotta do the side quests. The boss fights in this game were a lot of fun. They were challenging, yet rewarding. You have to use different techniques and different skills in order to interact with the different scenarios that the boss might have, attacking different hands or arms and things like that. Also switching to your other character to do range attacks when the boss might be out of range, because the AI sometimes isn't always the best on those other characters. Commanding them to do things like heal automatically is really advantageous. Also, just the general, you gotta dodge out of the way, you gotta remember to block, or you'll get chewed up pretty fast, even in some of the easier difficulties. Bosses like the Airbuster, for example, was completely different than the original Final Fantasy VII. Much more difficult, much more challenging. It's definitely not your usual Airbuster. So keep that in mind when you're playing it, that just because you played that particular boss before, it's not going to be an easy fight.
Yeah, the Airbuster really killed me a lot. It really frustrated me. I had to throw my controller on the ground multiple times, and then I got my brother to come over and hang out, and he was able to help me beat him because he was just too difficult. I couldn't do it myself.
That's understandable, Barry. He is a tough boss. So tell me, Barry, how long have you been playing the game?
Yeah, that's right. I haven't even saved or anything all week. I haven't even soured. It's been amazing. I've been playing the game non-stop all week long, 24 hours a day. It's awesome.
Have you even brushed your teeth? Let's talk about character backstory. Cloud, I think, in this one kind of took a back seat to the three women in the journey with him, the Tifa, Jessie, and Aerith. They really shine in this game. They're the spotlight. It's not Cloud Final Fantasy VII anymore. It's Tifa, Jessie, and Aerith. It's the three women musketeers. These characters have real depth to them now. We have backstory for Jessie that we've never had before that really grounds her in reality in the game and really helps kind of drive the conversations that you're having with her with Cloud. I really loved the interactions, the flirtiness, and I hope in the future that Square Enix is listening and they continue to add more decisions around this so we can have different decision trees. That, maybe if you're sweet on Jessie and you go on a date with her that scorns Aerith and, you have more of a love triangle kind of back and forth between the three. I'd love to see Cloud be able to make a decision on one of these girls and actually stick with it. I absolutely love these characters. I want to see more development or more backstory for these. Even though the parts of this game I'm critical of and maybe maybe turned me down a little bit on certain mechanics of the game, this was the one thing that always brought me back. The only reason why I would turn on the console again and play was purely because of the conversation and the character depth for these three women. Good for you guys. Keep that up. Okay, now let's talk about the parts of the game that I didn't like so much. And now some of these might be overcritical, I know, but nonetheless, they are parts of the game that did kind of, rub me the wrong way a little bit. So the first part was the party AI. The AI is a little rough around the edges. Sometimes it works just fine, and all the different NPCs that you're playing with, the other characters, are, attacking like normal and doing all the right things. Other times they're sitting there with like full bars and not doing anything at all besides just auto-attacking, which is very annoying. It's frustrating that we don't see like a way of being able to set the characters to be like heal only mode or attack offensively with spells only. I mean, these types of settings and AI commands, groupings, have existed in games since the first Final Fantasy VII came out. Why is that not in the game now? I don't get it. Unless they specifically wanted people to kind of go back and forth between each character, which, is kind of what you got to do in order to really maximize min-max on the character interactions. Secondly, I thought that most of the characters' battle commands were very generic. I felt like with Cloud, I was just pushing one button over and over and over again. Occasionally switching back to be able to do a special ability or setting it up, as a hot command in the settings menu. But it was just constantly one button, hold down a little bit more. The only character that truly felt, like it was an interactive kind of full combat system was Tifa. At least she had two buttons that you could push. Oh my god, two buttons, I know. But they really didn't flesh the rest of them out. Tifa, in my opinion, is the only character worth playing. Just always put her on your main, run with her. She's much more enjoyable to play than any of the other characters in the game. They were trying to do this super fancy, flashy combat system in the game, which, by the way, looks great. I mean, it's very appealing to the eye. But for the actual playing mechanics of it, one button and a couple, menus here and there just doesn't cut it for a game this day and age. I don't know about you, but it frustrated me. What do you think, Barry?
No way, man. This game was freaking awesome. The combat was like bing, bam, zoom, zoom, all over the place. I felt like I was killing and murdering all kinds of things. It was awesome. You're way off.
Well, okay. That's your opinion. Also of note is this is listed as a remake of Final Fantasy VII, but really it's a reimagining. It's not the exact same story. They're taking some creative liberties with the game by throwing in the little Dementor characters from Disney/Harry Potter to drive different parts of the storyline. I don't mind that so much, but I know true diehard fans like Barry here, that really probably drives them a little crazy.
Yeah, you're right. This is just absolutely annoying. If I want to play for Kingdom Hearts, I play freaking Kingdom Hearts, not this game.
I can understand that, Barry. That makes sense. And lastly, this game is only centered in Midgar. It took 5+ years for them to create this. It was awesome. I really enjoyed the game, but if I gotta wait 5 more years for the next installment, that is frigging too long. I can't wait that long. This is, they needed to be a little bit smarter about the development on this and figure out how they can release these chapters at least every year going forward. Of course, we haven't heard anything from them. I hope we do soon, because, boy, Barry, this is gonna be tough to wait. What do you think?
Yeah, I can't wait that long. I've been playing this game, like I said, ever since I was a baby, and I gotta keep playing it. I'm getting bored playing the same thing over again. I've already beaten it 6 times, and I gotta have more. So I hope they come out with better stuff soon, coming out with like DLCs, or expansion packs, or outfits, or something, just to kind of keep the game fresh.
Yeah, I understand. I hear you. I sure hope they come up with something new and soon. And now, even though there were disappointments with the game, and I was critical on some of these things, overall, like I said, the game was enjoyable. I still look forward to playing it. I still turn on the console. I still jump into the game. I haven't beaten it yet. I'm about 20 plus hours into it, so I'm getting close. But like I said before, the character development, the graphics, some of the side quests and the bosses and the music, all of those things just keep me coming back for more. I look forward to finishing the game and reporting out on it near the end. Final score, I'm going to give the game an 8.5 out of 10. It's not quite 100% there. It's real close. A few of the critical things, the combat, etc., could do some improvement, and then it would be a little bit higher in that case. What do you think, Barry?
This game is absolutely amazing. It's an 11 out of 10 easily. It's all I can do is just keep playing this game over and over and over again with my brother. We've been playing every day since it released. It's awesome. My mom's boyfriend Hank, he even said that when I play this game, I'm more focused on it than any other game I've ever played before, even Diablo 3. And I played a lot of Diablo 3, especially during the Auction House era. That was really awesome at that time. But anyway, this game is awesome, and you guys need to buy it. Complete 11 out of 10. Never put it down. You'll love it.
Okay, you heard it from Barry, folks. 11 out of 10, better than Diablo 3. I don't know quite where that came from, but here we go. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for future notifications when we upload new videos.
Yeah, and don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms listed down below. We also stream on Twitch on the weekends. But if I can, I'd like to remind the group to make sure that they play the game, because the game is really awesome, and I really liked it a lot, and I think you will too. Just play it over and over again like I did, and you'll love it. It's really, really great.
Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. This was the first time trying to do a clone of myself in 2 different places at once. It wasn't the best, I know, but practice makes perfect, so we'll get better in the future. And I'm sure there'll be more chances of Barry in future episodes. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.